to my channel. I am Sammy Jayne and this is my channel Idol Girl. If you're new here, then thank you so much for clicking on this video, and if you like what you see, please hit the subscribe button, hit the bell button, stick around. There's going to be lots more nail videos to come. Also makeup videos. This makeup that I'm wearing right now I have filmed a video on, and actually it's kind of to go with this one. So this makeup look will have gone up on Monday. As you're watching this, it should be Thursday, hopefully. But this is the nails that we are going to do in today's video. And I kind of wanted to do the makeup look to go with the nails, but I'll just give you a little look-see there. I am working on Rosie today. This is Rosie. She is my favourite now. I love her. My favourite changes like every time I use a hand, that becomes my favourite. It's kind of like Friends. Did anybody have that when they watched Friends? Like you changed your mind which was your favourite friend. Like, anyway, I'm going to shut up now. But yeah, this is Rosie that we are working on today. These are the Poochiez Realistic Practice Hands. You can get these from my website, www.idolgirl.co.uk. I'm also using Mia's Secret collection. It's the Fruity Colours collection. Yes! I'm so happy about this collection. It's so good. But anyway, I'm not going to go on too much in the intro for that because I want to get into the nails, you know what I mean? You all want to see the nails, I'm sure. I'm also using some new tips which I'm also in love with. The base nails for the hands, and they will also soon be available on the site. So yeah, if you're excited for this nail video, and if you do like this nail video, please give me a thumbs up. It helps me out so much when you guys hit that like button. And leave me comments down below. But yes, if you would like to just see how I did these pretty little fiery nails, then just keep watching. So like I said, I'm using the Mia's Secret Fruity collection, and I'm also using the new tips here. These will be available very, very soon on the website, and I love them so much. I'm so glad that they work. So yeah, this collection has 12 colours in it, and in this video I will just be using 3 colours. I'm using the Mia's Secret Monomer, obviously. And I'm using my Mia's Secret brush. This is the double one, and it's a size 8 and a size 4, but the size 8 is quite big. I'd say it's more like a 10. I'm using citrus and orange, and I will show you the red in a little bit, but I didn't really know what I was doing, so this is completely like winged entirely. I completely made it up as I went along, which was actually quite fun. I enjoyed it, and it didn't take me ages to try and think about what I was doing. I just like went with it and did it. So I'm just applying the yellow here. I can't remember like the name, so I'm just going to say the colour. So I'm going to go like, this is the yellow, this is the orange. So y'all know what I'm doing. So I'm just applying the yellow, and this one I decided to do a bit of an ombre kind of thing. So I'm firstly applying the yellow, and then I'm going to go in with the orange and fade that up. So yeah, I was really pleased with these powders. Obviously I sell them on my website, so I'm going to be saying good things about them, but if they weren't good, I wouldn't be saying good things about them, and I wouldn't be selling them, if that makes sense. I got them to trial them, and I'm really, really happy with them, so I will be going ahead and selling them on the site. So I haven't really got that much experience with like the design powders. I've used a couple of CJPs which I really liked, and then I've used a few of the nail ones, but as I have said in previous videos, they are really old and probably a bit kind of out of date, so maybe they just weren't easy to work with for that reason. But I'm definitely finding these a lot easier to work with, if that makes sense. So if you are interested in buying the collection, I will leave a link somewhere. I'll have links down below, but I'll try and add one into this video somewhere as well. You get the 12 different colours, and I think they're like 7 and a bit grams, like nearly 7.5 grams, something like that. And they are, I think they work out at like less than £4 a tub in this collection, something like that. So yeah, really, really affordable and really, really good. I'm so excited! Yay, these are like the first like proper set of colours, so this is like, I can now actually start doing proper like design sets without it just being like cover pink and like a random colour. So yeah, I'm really excited. As you can see, I did kind of get it a bit uneven here. I kind of let it dry too much so that I couldn't move it, so I've had to go in and add a bit more, but like in the end it was fine. I just had to file it down a little bit, I think. But yeah, I'm just gonna try and not kind of, I suppose, perfect the fade, but yeah, basically just make the fade a little bit better. So I'm going to go in with a bit more yellow and fade that up and try and get a bit more of an ombre going on. So now you can see red apple, which is the red, and these are the three colours that I decided to go with for the whole set. So this nail here now is a marble. I have had not the best past with marble, but obviously you guys might have seen it in old other videos that they weren't really that marbly. They all kind of just mushed together. So I thought, you know what, I'm just going to give it a whack, we'll go with it, see what happens. And I was actually really impressed with my marbling skills. No, I'm just kidding. I was happy with how it ended up, and I think it went alright. There's different kinds of marble, like if you watch different videos, some people do it where they're just slightly marbled together but they're quite like separated, and then some people do it like really mixed and loads of tiny little marbly bits. So yeah, I just went with how I was feeling, I guess. Like I say, completely random, made each nail up as I went along, and this one is just a full marble nail. So I will just let you guys watch me marble these three colours together. So moving on to this nail, I think when I started doing it, I kind of had in my head that I was going to do like a fade, like an ombre, but to the side, like you will have seen me do on my own nails. I kind of did, not an ombre, but I did like, how would you explain it? So like a side smile line kind of thing. I don't really know how to explain it. I was gonna fade it down one side and up the other, if that makes any sense. But anyway, I didn't end up doing that, so you don't really need to know about that. But I'm just explaining that's why I took the yellow so far down. So I'm going to take the yellow down, and then I'm going to come in with the red, which you will see in a minute. So yeah, I start going up the nail with the red. I think I'm getting better at my cuticle application now. Like, I do feel like I'm getting somewhere with it. It's the building of the apex and the structure that I'm struggling with, which I will explain when we get into capping. But yeah, this is all just design, so I'm working really thin here. And I'm really pleased with how pigmented the colours are as well. I'm not having to like when I used the CJP ones, or like the nails that I did a while ago, the nails ended up really thick and people were like, oh, they're too thick, but I had to go thick to get the colour opaque, if that makes sense. Whereas with this, it's so pigmented that, like that red, it's just so opaque, but it's still really thin, if that makes any sense. So anyway, what I decided at this stage was that I wanted to have all 3 colours on all the nails. So I decided to just go in and put more of the orange in this kind of like diagonal kind of like shape. I'm so bad at explaining, but you guys can see what I'm doing anyway. So I'm now just going in with the orange, and I kind of, obviously I'm not doing like colour blocking where you would file down, because like I say, I'm basically just painting these on. They're very, very thin, not thick, no structure, just design basically. So what I decided to do was just do it this way, but not worry too much about it, and going with some glitter along the lines, if that makes sense. Because that way you don't have to like panic about getting the lines dead straight or anything like that. So yeah, that's what I'm doing at this stage. I'm not worrying too much, like I say, about getting it dead straight. So on the baby finger, I decided to stick with my theme of like ombre and marble. Oh, sorry, I have a sore throat. Don't know why. Well, because I talk so flipping much. Anyway, as I was saying, I decided to stick with the theme of the ombre kind of marble thing. And I'm just ombreing up the orange from the cuticle area. And then I'm going to go in with the yellow and the red and do a marble. So basically it's like an ombre to a marble, I guess, like orange to marble. I don't know what you would call it, but yeah, that's what I'm doing anyway. So I'm gonna go in on the end of the nail with the yellow and the red and just start marbling them all together. I think this is the only part of the video where it starts to not be completely in focus, and I think it's because of those scissors that are on the table. If they weren't there, I think we would be in focus, but I wanted to keep it in because I wanted to be able to show you guys exactly what's going on. So at this stage now, I start to go in with the orange as well, so that I can blend it all together rather than it just being like a big like orange and then marble, if that makes sense. So I'm now just marbling the orange in with the yellow and the red and like pulling it up towards the cuticle area. It kind of gets smoky at this stage, which I'm really liking the effect. It kind of goes from a marble to a smokiness, if that makes sense. So just really having the tiniest bit of red and the tiniest bit of yellow, because we want it to blend. We don't want it to be like full on marble now. We're kind of just blending it into the orange. So I'm just going in with loads more of the orange, really, really wet, so that we can get that marble effect. And then I start to pull the orange down a little bit towards the rest of towards the marble to kind of blend it in. Now, I don't know if you can really tell here, but I've gone on to the other side of the brush this is obviously the main side, so then I'm just pulling it over the rest to kind of blend it a bit more. But I'm using the smaller side of the brush, which is a number 4 there, you can see there, just to get that slight more detail in and to be able to get really small little beads. So yeah, that's all I'm doing. I then decided obviously on this ombre. It was the only nail that didn't have red to it, so I needed to figure out some kind of way to put some red on. I think I was going to do like a swirl, like we always do the swirls, and then I thought, you know what, this is kind of like a fiery set, so let's kind of make it a bit fiery, put like fire kind of swirliness to it, so that's what I'm doing. So again, I'm using the size 4 of the Mia Secret brush. By the way, these brushes are available on the website. I think I have like 3. I don't have that many in stock, but they are so good. Well worth the investment because you've got 2 really usable, really good size brushes. So I'll try again and leave a link to that because some people struggle to find it. But yeah, really impressed with this brush. It's my new favourite, along with a size 10 that's more like a size 12 because it's so big. But anyway, yeah. So I'll just let you watch me create some kind of fire. So I'm just using this like pearlescent-y, orangey, fluorescent-y, like acrylic, no, not, glitter. And I'm using the Mia Secret Clear acrylic. I'm using the small side of the brush again. And I'm basically just really wetly painting on some clear onto the line and then going over it with the glitter. So I found this quite difficult to work with. It took me a little while to like get it all on. This is just like a craft glitter, by the way. It's not like specifically for nails, so I'll just throw that out there. But yeah, obviously I'm not insured on working with Rosie, so it's all good. So yeah, I am then doing a bit of double dipping and dipping in the acrylic and then dipping in the glitter, and I'm just going over those 2 harsh lines just to kind of blur them a little bit, shall we say. We're going to blur the lines a little bit, and that's what I'm doing here. So I need some help from you guys. When it comes to creating an apex and creating structure, I'm really struggling. As you will see, well, you won't really see because I have sped this up so much. I've realised after watching this back, so now I'm just going in capping. The capping took me like nearly 20 minutes. 20 minutes to cap 4 nails. It shouldn't even take 20 minutes to cap a full set of like 10 nails. So if you like, what am I doing wrong, guys? I feel like the apex is the main struggle. So I'll put the bead on
And I do get it like pretty much to the cuticle area, but the issue is, like, obviously people will always say, so put it in the cuticle and then aim your finger downwards and the bead will just go down, which is all good and well, but then you don't have an apex because it just goes flat along the nail. Does that make sense? If anyone has any tips on capping, some people have given me odd tips before, like use it a bit wetter and things like that, which is great and it does help. But I think the issue then now is the building of the structure and the upper arch and the apex. That's if anyone has any tips for that, then that would be so very greatly appreciated. But yeah, I've just sped this up loads so that I could keep it all in. But obviously it was really long, and you guys, it's boring, you know what I mean? Like, the fun part is the design part. But yeah, if you guys do have any tips on just how to build the apex, because then, as you can see, I'm now going back in at the top to try and build the apex because I've capped the nail, but there's no structure. That's the issue. So yeah, I do at this stage, I think I show you, yeah, so I have changed my brush over to the bigger Mia Secret brush, and it did get a bit easier. Like, that brush is a lot easier to cap with, especially with like really long nails. And then I do think I did better on this last one. So I put it on, I think I did the capping part better, so I managed to get it 2 beads and I pretty much covered the nail. But the issue then is I look at the nail and there's just no apex. I just don't know, guys. If anyone has any tips, then feel free to leave them in the comments down below. So I didn't bother to leave any of the filing in because I do find it a bit boring and the video was already flipping long enough. So I'm just now going to go in. I've wiped over with acetone after filing and buffing, obviously. I've wiped over with acetone and I'm now just going in with my Colour Couture clear top coat that I'm trying to use up. And I say this every time just so you know what I'm using. If I use anything different or special, I will obviously tell you guys about that. So yeah, I'm just gonna basically top coat all of these nails, and then I'm going to cure, and then I'm going to wipe over with gel residue wipe off solution by Nail Nails, because that's what I use at the moment. And yes, then we will get to see what they look like. And this is it, you guys. This is the final result. I'm really happy with these, like I said. I'm really pleased with the tips. These tips I'm going to use a lot more because this is the kind of like set of nails I like to do. And I just find it so much easier when working on these hands. You don't have to use a foam, you don't even have to apply a tip. You just go straight on with your design, which for me, I just think is just so much easier. So yeah, I love the nail, how it like went marbly and then smoky up to the top. Sorry, I got excited about that. But yeah, this is the finished result, you guys. And I guess I will see you all in my outro.
So that is it, guys. That is the nails for this video. I hope you enjoyed this video. These, I think, are my favourite nails I've done so far. I'm really pleased with them. I found the Mia Secret collection powders really easy to work with. If you guys have seen like my marble attempts in the past, they've not gone very well. And I just feel like it kind of worked. I kind of did it. I'm just happy with it anyway. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, then like I said, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. Feel free to share this video, by the way, all over the place, because that would help me out even more. But thank you so much for watching, guys. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!